Everything is sexist.
Everything is racist.
Despite the fact I did a video for spoilers on The Little Mermaid a week ago, I already knew what was coming. But as Carnilla once said to Loki, there is no more bitter burden than to find oneself less than unique, and no more greater curse than to know one's ultimate fate. Scuttlebutt. The Little Mermaid is a slow, crushing slog. I kept checking my watch during the movie, like a drug addict, waiting for his dealer to show up. Only an hour and 30 minutes to go, baby. At times, the movie was painful to sit through, which clearly explains why there were so many fistfights breaking out during the Little Mermaid musical number Under the Sea.
Oh, I need a refund on my ticket. No.
If only the parents at the movie theater held on a little bit longer, then they could have made to the unifying power of Scuttlebutt. 20 minutes into the film, I noticed a gender-swapped Scuttle, and they ramped up the annoying to 11.
Scuttle says, I think she turns around at one point and she's like, yes. And I was like, I remember doing that. I did not think they would ever be used.
But at this point in the film, I was already delirious. I was hearing the voices of my ancestors as they spoke to me through the Sky God.
Aho! Young warrior, looks as though you've tasted the white man's lead.
Then my assistant said out loud, the bird is talking underwater.
Your thoughts?
What?
Any idea what this is?
Oh, humans use these babies to style their hair. You just give it a little twirl, a little yank, you might get some pieces with it.
You see, Scuttle talking underwater from one breath of air makes a lot of sense if you don't think about it.
Don't ask questions.
Dear ladies and gentlemen, we come to the part of the program which is always my favorite because it means something.
This video is sponsored by private internet access. Browsing the internet without an encrypted connection is like sending a private message to a group chat. Everyone saw your terrible meme joke and your nude pics. Private internet access protects you from the prying eyes of hackers. Also, internet service providers, because Lord knows they're up your ass and around the corner. So basically, if you're out and about and you, for some ungodly reason, use public Wi-Fi, you can always use private internet access to protect you. At Walmart, the airport, coffee shops, your friend's house, etc. Did I mention that private internet access also allows you the ability to watch content from region-restricted sites? No longer will YouTube, Netflix, Prime Video, HBO Max, Disney Channel, or BT Sport be capable of keeping you from that juicy content that is so rightfully yours. You pay for it. Case in point, I'm using private internet access on Netflix, for instance. Surprisingly, when switching to Vancouver, Canada, little tip for me, you can watch the Spider-Verse and Dragon Ball Z Super. Admittedly, I got distracted because I'm a full-blown weeb. On top of that, one account is all you need to protect all of your devices. So let's say you don't want to watch it on your iPad. Move to the computer and get in the gaming chair. Private internet access is the world's most transparent VPN. They have servers all over the United States and the globe. Over 30 million downloads. Rated 4.5 stars on Trusted Pilot. With over 8,500 positive reviews. No logs, by the way. Signing up for private internet access is risk-free for 30 days. Money-back guarantee. With 24/7 customer service available. By using my link in the description, viewers can grab an 83% discount on private internet access. That's just $2.03 a month. And they also get an extra 4 months completely for free. And like I said, 30-day money-back guarantee. You can't lose. Disney unfortunately had to cast someone else to be Sebastian, considering the original voice actor, Samuel Wright, died in 2021. The magic and the charisma he brought to the character cannot be replaced nor duplicated, so everything in his place is a sad facsimile. Ironically, a few years back, Disney cast the rapper Shaggy to be Sebastian in a live-action Little Mermaid TV show. To my surprise, he was a far better Sebastian than the one we got in the movie.
Ain't that a B?
And this new guy's probably much cheaper. Mr. Romantic, Summer Fantastic. The Little Mermaid is clearly another one of Disney's soulless remakes devoid of creativity or fresh ideas, leaning heavily on diversity as a shield. And if you say that The Little Mermaid won't work or it won't do well, you'll be chased off of Twitter for being a bigot. The star of Disney's Aladdin learned that the hard way.
Racist, sexist, homophobic.
The actor from the live-action Aladdin speculated that The Little Mermaid wouldn't cross $1 billion, and even though he made no mention of race, nor did he express that he wanted the film to fail, he was dogpiled with accusations based around race. He's since deleted his account.
Because people on Twitter only know how to be victims. Any level of criticism or even an opinion they don't like.
Our film was unique in the audience went to watch it multiple times. It's the only way we reached $1 billion mark with our opening. My guess is that The Little Mermaid doesn't cross the $1 billion mark, but will undoubtedly get a sequel.
As you could tell, this was incredibly bigoted. The film won't hit $1 billion, but they will get a sequel. Wow, he hates black people.
Why do you hate me?
I don't hate you. I don't hate you.
Damn, he should have apologized for his tweet instead of deleting his whole account. Like they say, play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. Mena Massoud shouldn't pin against POC lead Disney films. That's just wrong. As a fellow Torontonian, this pettiness is beneath you. And seeing how the Hollywood machine has treated you since, you should hush. As a black woman with naturally red hair.
That hair is barely red, girl. That is brown. I hope that this movie is successful in every way. You should hope so as well. Shaking my damn head. Mena Massoud deleted his account. Smiley faces. I hope he learned something from this, but I doubt it. He learned that you people are absolutely insane.
I don't believe you people.
Huh? What do you mean, you people?
What do you mean, you people?
Huh?
Oh no. He said the film won't reach $1 billion, but it'll get a sequel. Why is he so hateful? Each musical number was more painful than the last. At times, some of the songs went on a little too long. In fact, Melissa McCarthy, who played Ursula, singing Poor Unfortunate Souls. The musical number lasted longer than her boss fight, dude. By the way, the ending boss fight was as bad as her makeup, honey.
I almost threw up in my ass.
The makeup for Melissa McCarthy was so bad that people on Twitter were actually complaining about it, which I found fairly funny. And then they started switching to, we need more queer representation, because of course we do. We need it in every single facet of life. If you have fries, I hope that those fries are queer, or you're a bigot. You already know what happens in the film. Ariel kills Ursula rather than Eric. He's the one that needs saving because girl power. Frankly, I don't want to talk about this film too long because it doesn't deserve it. And I'm sure someone will say, oh, this is a kid's movie, as a defense. Or they will call anyone who dislikes the film a racist, because what do you do when you can't come up with a compelling argument? Call somebody a bigot. Now, to people who say that it's a kid's film, don't think it too far. Whatever. But I say that the 90s version of Disney's films had more charm and sophistication than this ever will. They also had more soul, creativity, and obvious passion for storytelling, and songs that were memorable. They were like little earworms you find yourself singing under the sea 20 years later. And don't get me started on the whole kids show thing. The Batman animated series or the Justice League Unlimited, those were kid shows. And my God, it was just so much more compelling. In fact, if you look at those old superhero shows, they're better than the MCU as far as storytelling goes. So basically to say it's a kid's film, by that argument, it's either our kids are getting dumber or Disney's getting lazier.
How many different moons does the Earth have?
Four.
Maybe it's both. Number 2, the racist rebuttal that has become so tired and overused it's practically like the boy who called bigot. If you can't see that Disney is leaning heavily on diversity to shield itself from well-deserved criticism simply by screaming racism, then you're the type of person that thinks all of our problems will go away if we print more money.
What if money was just for free? No. Seriously. Why don't we just print more money?
The Little Mermaid has pacing issues so bad it makes Joe Biden look like Supersonic. Some segments were too long, while others were just far too short. You're almost confused as to how things escalated so quickly. It was a lot like watching a Star Wars movie. And don't even get me started on the dubiously odd multiracial daughters of King Triton from one merwoman. That would make me start screaming paternity test if I was him. I don't think any of his daughters were Latin, and he was, now that I look back at it. Oh well, not to mention, like, there's nobody in the kingdom. You never see an actual kingdom. Like, King Triton's like living in a rock. And you see no other mer people to the end of the film, but that's neither here nor there. The Little Mermaid is indicative of our times, a sad facsimile of something from the past that was far better and cheaper to make, with none of the love or attention to detail. Just another product for consumers on Twitter who cry because their own lives are so devoid of meaning and accomplishment that they have to find it elsewhere because they cannot find it within themselves. Modern movies. God help us all. If art imitates life, then we are truly doomed. But you know what they say.
Don't ask questions. Just consume product and then get excited for next products.